I'm live. 901 Shelby Drive. You know what I'm saying? I'm live. I'm kind of behind, maybe a little bit. I had to hungry. Had to eat me something. But we are here. Oh, hold up. Where's the webcam? What's on with the webcam? Is that here? No. Did I remove the webcam? Okay. Oh, let me just add it. It's not that hard. Not that hard. Just like, no, that's not it. Okay, I'm freaking retarded. Here it goes. I don't know if I can use it. Okay, there we go. Dang, I'm big. And huge. Whoa! Okay, so I'm here. Alright, cool. Alright, I didn't really draw up any notes, you know. I just want to kind of just really just feel the room. The Night City Wire event is here. We have been waiting for this for months on end. And I don't know what to say. I'm just happy it's here. It's been the talk of the town for over a month now. And they better really have a lot to show. And they better come hard. Like, this game is anticipated by people that I didn't know this game was anticipated by. Like my friends, he played like 2K all day, and he's ready for this game to come out. And I'm surprised to hear him say that. So it's not dropping tomorrow. It's not dropping the next day. But yeah, I really wish I drew up some notes. It's a lot of stuff that we do know that's gonna happen. At first I thought, you know, third person view was like gonna be standard, like you can switch between it like on Grand Theft Auto. But no, they just said first person is gonna be standard, which is kind of weird, you know, like you go through the whole character creation and stuff like that. So I don't understand why you would make that the standard way to play after you put all that work into creating a character. But I mean, what can I do about it? I'm just a YouTuber who is just talking about their game. I don't know. I don't know. I want to see more gameplay, and everybody wants to see more gameplay. And I don't really know what I really want to like kind of expect out of this. It's not just too much where I'm just like, okay, this is what I expect out of them. This is what I need to see. This for me to be sold on the game. I'm kind of already sold, so it's not like I just need to be sold on this. Okay, there we go. That's the thing. Is that loud? Oh man, this thing is loud. Ooh, then I got this playing. I'm like the horrible streamer of all time. I've tried multiple times to be a good streamer. It's not in my ability to. And then I have like my mic. Is it like not? It's not. Is it not high enough? Hello? Okay. I don't know. Is it not high enough? Hello? Okay. I don't know. Hold on. Turn the way down now. Okay. Whatever. I'm gonna leave it there. 24 minutes. It's a long time to be anticipating this game. People have been counting this game down for months, man. Wow. Huh. I don't know, man. I hate YouTube live stream, and I'm beginning to hate Twitch live stream. I've live streamed on both now, and it's just hard for me to know when I'm live or whatnot. But yeah. Anyway, this game is I don't know. I don't really know what to expect from the game. You know, I'm really expecting for this game to be like a hit today. I'm expecting them to blow us away with just all the information they're gonna give us. I know they're gonna give us like information on like the car customization. They've been really digging into the car customization, especially the last time they did a reveal, like the 15-minute walkthrough. And then they've been really talking about making your dick bigger. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a lot of dicks getting bigger and vaginas being RGB and shit like that. I think in the investor call, maybe a couple weeks ago or a week ago at this point, because they just delayed it last week. They said that they were going to, the people who are previewing it, they're gonna have access to the game from beginning of character creation to some defined point, but they have like free roam throughout the whole game. So just from them saying the character creation, we're about to see like a whole bunch of dicks and vaginas be freaking weirded out today. I don't think we're gonna see it during this, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna talk about it to like a full extent after, you know, after this event is over with. They're gonna talk about this game in like a preview. They're gonna do a little write-up or whatever. So yeah, you just gotta wait on that. And what else was I gonna talk about? I don't know. You know, Night City Wire. Gonna see the city. We're gonna see the Badlands. That's one thing. The Badlands is what everybody's pretty much. That's like the outlaw place where all the outlaws are. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a lot of that. You know, they did. If you haven't seen the screenshots the other day, which I will pull up right now so you guys can see them. Does that mess up your screen? I don't know. That doesn't look like it. All right, so let's see. We can do some of the screenshots. These screenshots are pretty cool though. I don't understand. Window capture. No. Add a new one. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah. That's cool, right? It doesn't matter. All right. So these screenshots are like amazing. Like I really like these. It's just beautiful. It just makes the game like, you can't really like, what I want to say, you can't really appreciate them until you get them on your computer or your handheld device. So if you have like I did a video yesterday, so if you go look at the imager link I made at the bottom, you can actually go look at these pictures, and I just put them all there. We've seen some of these in like the trailers and stuff, like this scene and the scene before. We've seen these in trailers like this one too, but it just looks so much better on your screen. The game looks really detailed. You can see the definition in the grass down here at the bottom, and you just see like the dirt, and like he just looks dirty. Like he looks almost real. Like if they add like character depth to that one character, you will be like, oh yeah, he's real. Here's the Badlands. Right here, this is just the what's the name? Whatchamacallit? What do I want to call it? A trailer or whatnot. So yeah, that's that. You got robot right here. We've already seen that. You know, just it's a lot of good stuff in here. A lot of these are new. Like these are new scenery shots right here. So I mean, we can really expect a lot of this. We can expect a lot of car customization. We've never seen a car before. I don't think. I know we've seen a yellow car, but I don't think that's the same car. I don't think I've seen the back of it properly, but I doubt that's the same car. It don't even look the same. The one that's on the all these cars look that. I didn't even notice that. Now those two are the same car. Let me see. Let me go look at this other car. It's on here. Oh, okay. Nah, it's definitely not the same car. Yeah, so these two cars are the same, and the customization on it is gonna be freaking fantastic. What's the one I'm talking about? I already know what I'm talking about. Probably talking about the games with gold. No, has nothing to do with the lady, whatever. But these are some fantastic screenshots. I'm glad they actually at these and gave us something to look at to hold us over for a day. I don't know. Like, they could have released them last week and just been like, hey guys, this is something to hold you over. I know we just freaking made you upset because we delayed the game. But I guess they didn't want to be like, you know, make us feel like, oh yeah, you're just gonna throw us a couple pictures and think we're gonna be okay with it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the thought process of not doing it, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm live streaming. I was kind of nervous to do this live stream because, god damn, hey, look at the numbers down here at the bottom. They're like shooting up to the top. I was nervous to do this live stream because I didn't know what to expect. I'm not like the best live streamer ever. I'm just a live streamer in practice. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna just talk over it. I think I just want to make the video. I just want to make this today because you know, I don't know. I think 30 minutes. I probably started like 15 minutes too early. I probably should start at 15 minutes prior because I don't really have much to talk about. But if I started 15 minutes later, I would have been right on cue. You know what I'm saying? I would have wasted so much time. But now I gotta waste a whole nother freaking 15 minutes. Man, this live stream is about to be freaking like. I'm surprised. I'm not. Well, I don't even know why I'm saying surprised. Like 66,000 people isn't a lot. For the simple fact, like, you know, it's not a lot right now, but it's gonna definitely hit past 100,000. And I don't know, I'm just surprised a lot of people like CD Projekt Red games. Like, I thought they were like, I mean, a lot of common folks, you know what I'm saying? Like, people who like I said, people who play 2K, all they play is 2K and Call of Duty. And when he's looking forward to this, and I just found that crazy. So yeah, I don't know. Man, I don't know what to say. Dead air is not what you need. That's crazy. But yeah, what else can I talk about? Let's see what the Reddit's talking about. I'm pretty sure Reddit is going brazy over there, talking about the game. Okay. Oh, and another thing is, I'm ready to use these. They're showing a lot of cars on the ground, but they have flying cars. So I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we need to see some of those. The flying cars, like that's probably like one of the best things about this game. The flying cars. I don't think the best thing, but like I don't really. There's not a lot of games I can even think of. Like, I mean, they have helicopters and shit, but not a car that can fly. I don't know. Can some cars start off on the ground and then it finally go into the air? Because I remember Grand Theft Auto San Andreas had that, and I thought it was cool. Like, the faster you go, the car starts to fly and take off the ground, and that was pretty cool. So I'm wondering if like cars can do that. I know cars can come from ground straight to air, but I don't know if they can go from ground to drive and then take off like the Luxo in Grand Theft Auto 5, which is pretty cool. I think cars that can do more than one thing is what we need. And another thing, I don't know, are we surrounded by water in this game? Because we haven't seen any boats. Yeah, speaking of like all vehicles, we haven't seen any boats. We haven't seen any like military car. Well, we've seen one like big military car. We just didn't get to see it in all its entirety. So I think the big points they probably need to hit on today. They need to hit on what you call it? Dang, what was I gonna say? They need to hit on vehicles. They need to hit on, they did character customization. So I guess they can do like story, more gameplay. I guess trying to run from the cops. I'm pretty sure if they did like a whole scene where you just start shooting cops and this and that, I feel like it'll make. I mean, not to be like I'm not trying to be an ad towards cops or anything like that, but since it's so controversial, I feel like that would either spark a lot of emotion from people, like, you know. So I don't know if they want to do that. Like, you can either go, it can either be too controversial or not controversial, or like on somebody's good side. And like, why would you want to put yourself in like a position like that? I mean, it'll get your name out there more. Like, if you notice these days, any freaking like publicity is good publicity. So I guess it doesn't matter what people say these days. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So yeah, is this going? No, I got it muted. Cool. I can actually make that full screen. I'm not doing anything else. There we go. 12 minutes. Wow, if you waited the extra 2 weeks, you can wait 2 more minutes with 12 more minutes. So, you know, we're almost there. I wonder, like, I don't know, man. Like, this game has so much hype because we've never really had a game like it before. Like a Cyberpunk game. We had like a steampunk game, but we never had like a true AAA Cyberpunk game. And this is the first of its kind, and they put in a lot of details into it. They said this game is gonna be 100+ hours, so I guess that's including side missions, storyline, you know, all the whole shebang. Hold on, I'd be mad as hell. Let's see. No. Let's say edit. Hey network, I am here. Oh wow, I am freaking retarded. I could never get this live stream thing down right. Never. I could never get this live stream down right. So I've freaking been here since freaking 10:30 talking, and I've had this thing on unlisted, so nobody could freaking click on it unless you were freaking, you know, I guess had a link or something. Oh my goodness. I mean, I guess the more you live stream, the better you get, I guess. I don't know, man. I'm just so sick of like live streaming. Like, why do you not have it where this is freaking retarded? They have it freaking retarded. I freaking hate. I mean, I guess if somebody doesn't want it to be seen or whatnot. So, but yeah, we're almost there. Dang, this thing has shot up from 60,000 people to 94,000. About to hit 100,000 soon. Wow. And I don't know if I'm gonna talk during this. I'm thinking about just like muting my mic because I feel like that's probably like the best thing to do. So yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not like some huge YouTuber, you know, guys. I'm just some ranky-dank guy in his freaking office trying to make a freaking video that the freaking it's like everything goes against me every time I try to stream on YouTube. I'm freaking retarded. I freaking hate this place. I freaking hate this place. I don't know if I'm gonna. Should I even freaking? Should I even freaking care about my YouTube anymore? Should I just give up? Because this is freaking retarded. But anyway. Alright, so it's almost time, y'all. We're down to the final few minutes, 8 minutes. I don't know what to say. I really don't. That's supposed to say. Well, I guess I'm only putting 30. I guess I'm supposed to put it out up to 60. I changed the freaking settings. I'm so sick of everything. So sick of life. Sick of freaking anything. I changed it to freaking 60. Oh my goodness. Is this stream at 60? I don't even think the stream is at 60, so I don't think it matters. If it was, nope, it's not. Say 1080. Okay. If it was at 60, I apologize. I mean, ahead of time. I mean, I am the retard that did this. I'm to myself, I guess. I don't know. Wow. It's almost time, y'all. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Because if you're ready, then you're ready. Let me see. I guess, should I turn on the music? Oh. Oh. Oh, hold on. This is weird, freaky music. Like, you would think they had some kind of other soundtrack playing. They don't have anything. I'm tweeting right now. Whew. All right, here we go. 6 minutes. Five minutes. All right, guys. I need to go ahead turn that music off. I don't want to hear anything while I am, listening to this. Cause I know me. I'm gonna freaking do something retarded. I'm gonna do something stupid. What's up, Faster Master? Hey, man. I've been in here talking to myself. I left the freaking stream on unlisted. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? I am stupid. I am retarded. But anyway, I've been here. I've been here since I scheduled the time. So I guess that has to count for something. I don't freaking know. Oh man. What is this? Do I even know this person? I don't know. But yeah, we're almost there. 5 minutes. I don't know. I think I'm gonna mute this because I ain't trying to hit it right now. This is sad. This is sad. I need to hear some music that can freaking. There we go. I need another monitor because the monitor I got, I'm using. I'm actually glad I got this monitor. I stole this from my grandma. Don't tell her. She already hates me. Why she don't hate me? Freaking, hey, can my thing? Oh, you talk to yourself too? Oh, okay, that's cool. I mean, at least we're not alone in the world. I mean, it's nice to know that when you're crazy, you're not crazy by yourself. Can you freaking go? Stupid mouse. There it goes. I don't know what's up with this mouse. There it goes. Yeah, man, always talking to yourself is, I don't know if it's like one of the most productive things you can do, but it's one of the least crazy, But what are you expecting from the game today? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you're really expecting much from it. But I'm just expecting them to talk about vehicles, I'm really vehicles. I'm pretty sure they're gonna talk about. I mean, like they haven't talked about the police yet, and I feel like that's probably another good talking point. How they interact with cause in the actual board game, this is based off of, police are just as corrupt as the corporations in this game. So the police could, they can be sent after you by corporations if they didn't like something you did. So if you did like probably like a side mission or something, or you just did something in your free time and you just went to like rob a corporation of all its like some of its weapons or something like that, and they can just be like, well, we don't like this guy, so can you guys go like kidnap him or something? So I think that's gonna happen, but I don't know, man. I don't really know what to expect. Okay, but yeah, 2 minutes. We're almost there. I can't wait. I really can't wait. Sorry, I had to check my audio. I don't know. I meant to like practice this before I started live stream. I just didn't make the time, or just didn't have the time. I probably need to start doing it like the full day before I hit. Now I know, like, you know, before I live stream, it takes a lot to live stream. So, you know, I think when I'm about to live stream this event, I don't know if I should talk over it or not. I guess if I have something to say and I feel like it's a good point to interject, I'm probably gonna come in and say something. But I don't want to kind of like take away from the event that everybody is like here for. So, you know, this isn't about me. It's about the freaking game. Let's see. Is that work? It's not gonna work. Okay. That's crazy. You can only go with like one spot on the screen. Well, it's almost time. 1 minute. Okay, now I can freaking turn the music off. Cause it's time. It's time to start paying attention. I think I'm gonna just turn my mic off. You know, we got 30 seconds. Not 30, but we got 40. So that's cool. Let's see that. 30 seconds, y'all. All right, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and like turn my mic off now. Like I said, if I have anything I want to say, or feel like I have something I need to say, then I'm going to, you know, I guess unmute it, I guess. But, you know, network, this time, until the show is done, enjoy yourself. Bye-bye. Lollipop? What? Okay.
You don't believe in no fate. Every day digging the grave. Step in the pit with the stakes. City of dreams, city of...
Hello and welcome to this, the very first episode of Night City Wire, a brand new series from us at CD Projekt Red, where we'll be talking about all things Cyberpunk 2077. For today's episode, we'll be starting with a brand new trailer. One of our developers will be joining us to help unpack everything you're going to see. We'll have some news, an announcement about a secret collaboration. We'll be taking a look at some Braindance gameplay and welcoming back our developers just to have a chat about everything you're going to see. But there is one more thing. Media all over the world have been getting hands-on with Cyberpunk 2077, and when this episode finishes, you'll be able to go and check out exactly what they thought. So, let's get started. It is time to take a look at our brand new trailer, and after that, our lead quest designer Pavel Sasko will be joining us, because I've got a feeling you're going to have a few questions after watching this. So, let's take a look.
Love this town, the city of endless opportunity. Ready to get your cherry popped? Yeah, come on!
City like any other, just bigger.
Nah, mano, not just any other city. Legends are born here.
The major leagues. We're only here because Dex is pulling the strings. Doubt that puts us in the same league as them.
But we are. They just don't know it yet. But if you got the cojones and you know how to use them, you can do damn near anything.
Unless you catch a bullet.
Even then, you go out with a bang, right?
You know, you can make heaps more eddies as a motivational speaker.
Yo, Mr. V, a pleasure.
So what's the gig, Dex? You meant to come out in one piece? How about we go over the plan?
There's this prototype tech, a biochip to be precise. Job's to grab it.
Guessing it belongs to a corp.
Arasaka.
We're robbing some heavy hitters.
Thought you could blackmail me, fucker?
High risk, high reward. First rule of the afterlife.
Ka-ching, baby.
Goes without saying, we do this on the hush. Ideally, no bodies, not a one.
Sounds simple enough.
Eat lead, assholes!
Is it gonna be dangerous?
Don't you worry, mi amor. We're bulletproof. Get your ass moving now!
What the fuck just happened in there?
Can't stop digging Night City.
Fucking major leagues. Happy now, Jackie?
Yep, that's fucking high! Time to bail!
Oh my god, we're so fucked.
Dex, what the fuck?
Can't risk it, V.
And you, who are you?
Fuck.
So the trailer contains footage from the game's prologue only, but there was an awful lot in it. So Pavel, why don't you try and help us unpack everything that we just saw?
Oh yeah, I mean, absolutely, I can try. So what you have just seen is only the prologue of the game. So that awesome stuff is only happening in the first few quests. What the trailer shows you is really our stage, the Night City. You know, this gigantic city built of 6 completely unique districts, surrounded by the 7th one that we call the Badlands. As a player, you are meeting Jackie. Jackie's your friend. Now, they together are trying to reach out for something that is very precious. They are trying to reach out for this chip of immortality, this gateway to eternal life. Jackie introduces you to Fixer Dexter Deshawn. He's a very important person in a social ladder of Cyberpunk. He is able to provide the player with various jobs and contracts to be able to gather money, to be able to modify their bodies, push themselves to the limits, to put their hands on the chip. But as you can expect, not everything goes as planned, and but to see it, you will have to play the game.
There are an awful lot of really cool things in this trailer, and there's a few that I would just love to talk about a little bit more for the people at home. So let's start with talking about a gang called the Mocks. Now, we see a few flashes of them in this trailer. I personally think they're really cool and one of my favorites, but can you give us a little bit more information about them?
Oh yes, so the Mocks is one of the gangs that player is going to interact with throughout the game. The Mocks is the gang that has been formed in 2076 after death of Elizabeth Borden. She was called Lizzie. Now, she was an owner of a brothel and former sex worker, and she was protecting working guys and girls from harassment, from abuse, and the gang is really continuing her mission. And as a player, you are going to interact with that gang, meet multiple different NPCs, and craft your own relationship with them, and understand what they are all about.
So earlier on, you did mention a 7th district, a place called the Badlands. Now, we saw a few shots of this in the trailer, but I'd love for you to give us a bit more detail about the district outside of the city walls.
Okay, so the Badlands is this like dead, dried out space going around the whole Night City. And as a player, you'll be able to traverse that space in your car or motorcycle. This is a space that is inhabited by the nomads. Nomads are living in different families, and they are traveling across that space in convoys made out of the cars and motorcycles. And as a player, you'll be able to traverse and access different type of open world content that has been prepared specifically for you to get that awesome feel of the Badlands as an area.
In the trailer, we also saw like a completely metal creature. Now, he didn't look like he was from the Maelstrom gang. This looked like something else. So please tell the people at home, who is this giant metal monster?
Okay, so that big dude, that was Adam Smasher. He has been introduced in pen and paper in Cyberpunk 2020 by our senpai Mike Pondsmith. Adam Smasher is a fully converted cyborg. He was always a loyalist of Arasaka. And time has changed, and in 2077 he had to find his own space in Night City. But to find out, you'll have to play the game.
In this trailer, we do see some flashes of a Ripper doc called Victor Vector. I think if people have watched our previous gameplays, they might remember him. But I'd really like for you to give the people at home some more information about what Ripper docs are and how they'll be interacting with them when they play Cyberpunk.
So Ripper docs in our game, they are surgeons. They are like a specific type of a job in the social ladder of Cyberpunk. They are accustomed and specialized in replacing limbs to the metal ones. They can basically update your body, enhance your body, change you into this walking war machine. And as a player, you are going to meet different kind of Ripper docs in the game, craft your own relationship with them. Some of them are like important characters for a story. Through that, you will invest eddies that you're gathering to turn your body into this tool that allows you to survive on the streets of Night City.
Pavel, thank you so much for joining us. I know you'll be back later in the episode because you're going to be helping us to analyze the Braindance gameplay. But before that, we do have some news to share. Earlier in the year, we announced that if you pick up Cyberpunk 2077 on Xbox One, you'll be able to play it on Xbox Series X when the console launches. And just in case you missed it, it will be the same for PlayStation players as well. If you pick up Cyberpunk 2077 on PlayStation 4, you'll also be able to play it on PlayStation 5 when the console launches. And that's not all. There will be a free upgrade for Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5, but we'll have more details on that soon.
To Night City.
Before we reveal our first look at the Braindance gameplay and welcome back our developers for a chat, there is just one more thing we want to announce, something that we've been working on in secret for a while. We are very excited to announce our partnership with Studio Trigger and Netflix to bring you Cyberpunk Edgerunners, a standalone anime set in the Cyberpunk universe, which we've been working on for some time now. Edgerunners is due to launch in 2022, but for some more information, let's go to the team in Tokyo.
Hi, my name is Saya Elder. I am the Japan-based producer for Cyberpunk Edgerunners. What I do basically on this project is that I am a fixer, to put it in the words of the Cyberpunk universe. We are a game company. We are a bunch of nerds, and wherever there are nerds, there's going to be anime fans. So it was always a dream for us to make anime. When we began this project, we were certain that we didn't want to make a recreation of the game. Cyberpunk Edgerunners is a standalone story set in the same universe. The stage is still Night City, but everything else is totally new. New characters, new story. I do like to think that it's going to be a great gateway for newcomers to come and check Cyberpunk game and also the Cyberpunk genre as a whole. Right now we're in Nakano, which is one of the biggest anime meccas of the world. I'm going to take you to Studio Trigger right now because we have the wonderful opportunity to talk to the dream team that will be bringing you this anime.
こんにちは。トリガーの代表取締役の大塚です。
監督の今石です。
キャラクターデザインを担当する吉成です。
ゲームのサイバーパンクのファンの方、今回初めて触れる方両方に満足していただけるようにアニメを作るつもりです。よろしくお願いします。
今回はそのサイバーパンクという僕らが10代の一ファンにしか過ぎなかった頃に生まれたジャンル、そういうジャンルのものをまた、時代が何周もして作れるというのが非常に楽しみです。
トリガーも10年ということで、監督に今石、キャラクターデザインに吉成というトリガーの最強の布陣で、トリガー10周年にふさわしい作品にしていきたいと思います。お楽しみに。
Now it is time to show you some gameplay of Braindance. This is a feature that you'll experience when you play Cyberpunk 2077. Braindance is essentially a recording of somebody else's experience. It allows you to relive their sense of sight, smell, touch, and even hearing, all thanks to a special device. After the gameplay, I will be welcoming back Pavel Sasko, and we'll also be joined by Patrick Mills, our senior quest designer and all-round lore master, who will be helping to answer your questions and give you some explanation on how you'll be interacting with Braindance when you play Cyberpunk 2077. So, let's take a look.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out. And we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the studio.
Got it.
And remember, everything on full blast. They'll spot us extra for a wicked adrenaline high.
Okay, on you go.
Down! Everybody! On the ground! I want to see you kissing the flooring! Money! Now! Or I will fucking drop you, I swear to God! Well, yeah, hey... now! Before I blow your fucking head off! Ah!
Slow, deep breaths. Your cortisol and adrenaline spiked, but the soft activated your hormone blockers. Nothing happened. You're alive and well.
That was too much. Could feel the guy's pain, his stress, his hope. Hope wrapped up in something else.
Mm-hmm. Probably took a booster just before. You'll be fine. Got everything set up? Let's switch over to editing mode. I'll sever the link to the BD Roller's sensory array. You'll be able to look around freely. Whole scene's yours. Full cam control in analysis mode, so move around, zoom in and out, whatever else you come up with. Think of it as your own little sandbox. So, analysis mode, you control playback. Can even pause when you feel the need. Then you use the editor console to unpause. Try it.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out. And we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the studio.
Got it.
Preem as hell, right? Well, that's not all. You can speed things up or rewind, whatever you like. Give it a try. Rewind, roll it back to the top.
Can I?
All good, neat. Now try fast forwarding a bit.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't be creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out.
Okay. You can also reset the recording. That'll take you right back to the beginning. Try it. Now for some fun. This here's why you came in the first place. In analysis mode, you get to view and even scan details of the enviro recorded by the BD Roller. Focus on the heat, the gun this gonk gets from his buddy at the beginning. Now scan it.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out. And we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the studio. And remember, take full left. That's all.
Okay, right here. Excellent. Let's move on. Now heads up. In analysis mode, you can ferret out background noise and conversations if the roller got close enough. This tech records everything, every little detail, even the sights and sounds the roller was never aware of. To see the sources of the recorded sensory signals, switch to the audio layer in the editor. Go ahead and try that now. Okay, good. Now you should see several sound signatures in the store. Choose one and hone in on it.
Pack of 6, case of Brosif, and a couple of zappers.
Okay. We have a deal today on 2 flavors. Curry and surf and turf. Everybody!
So, any thoughts?
Unbelievable. Seriously, like what's happening right next to me.
Yeah, it's how BD recording implants work. They pick up everything, all the elements in the background. Then an editor tweaks them, makes them pop. Keep playing with the sound, explore it a bit. We'll move on when you get bored.
I want to see you kissing the flooring! Money! Net!
Sometimes you can analyze extra layers in the raw, stuff the roller's cyberware picked up.
Like what?
Ev's got Kiroshi optics that grab infrared, meaning you should be able to grab heat signatures from her recording.
Huh. Hella nice.
Scanning works on peeps, too. Walk up to the wounded chick. Try scanning her. Alright, next thing. Scroll forward to the part where our artist gets a lead injection.
Or I will fucking drop you, I swear to God! Well, hey, now, fucking head off!
See that? They shot him and he never saw it coming. But you will. Here it comes. My favorite part of the game. See the blinking thing over the entrance? Surveillance cam. Must have caught our shooter. You'll see in a sec. Cam feeds to the screen behind the clerk. Roll back to where the screen's in the kid's field of vision, then scan it. His own Chumba shot him. Probably planned to all along. Must have got a nice slice of cred on the black market for a BD like this. BD freaks are ready to pay a preem for a real flatline. Anyway, if you've seen enough, you can exit. Yeah, it's impressive, right? It's too bad most of the BDs we do here are only good for flogging the log.
So Braindance is a pretty big part of the Cyberpunk universe. It's not just something used for adult films. There is an awful lot to it. And there's two sides I'd really like you guys to help me explore. First is the lore, so how this actually fits into the universe. And then there's the gameplay side, so how players will be interacting with it. So Patrick, could you tell us more about the lore of Braindance?
I would love to. So in the world of Cyberpunk 2077, Braindance was invented way back in the early 2000s at UC Santa Cruz. It was developed as a way of recording a person's experiences and then playing them back for someone else so that they could relive them as though it was happening to them. It was originally used for things like therapy and prisoner rehabilitation, but by 2077 it's become this global media industry, including things like movies, mass entertainment, things like that, video games, some interactive things, and of course adult fare as well. Now, in our game, we deal a lot with black brain dances, or XBDs as we call them, and there are different types of those, but the one that you saw in the trailer just there was a flatliner. Now that's where the person recording it actually dies during the recording. And it's popular with sort of an illicit kind of a thrill, but a mercenary can also use them for various things, and you'll see that in the game, of course.
And from the gameplay perspective, we have been working a lot throughout last years trying to figure out the best way how to use the braindance in the game as a mechanics. So what we have settled on is this braindance editor mode. As a player, you will be able to run the braindance in the editor mode and see different clues that have been registered on the peripheral of given actor. Now, as a player, you can slide on the timeline of the recording, back and forth, trying to uncover different clues. And that clues are actually telling a story in the game. So, as a player, you will run different investigations that will lead you to different mysteries, and you will uncover them actually using that braindance as a mechanics in the game.
So, as Pavel was saying, we use Braindance as a storytelling tool. It's not a collectible. It's not something where you're going to go in and you're going to play it and you're going to be like, I've seen this before. What we use Braindance for is to give you a keyhole into the life of the residents of Night City. And we can explore things like childhood trauma, religion, various philosophical ideas in a way that you might not otherwise experience in a story about a mercenary on the tough streets.
So we've tried to talk about some of the aspects that we think the community will find really exciting, but you know, while you're both here, I'd love to know, what is it about Cyberpunk that you guys are really excited for? Patrick, why don't you start?
So one of the things that I'm most excited about in this game is the characters and the way they interact with the world. We've got this really interesting world that stretches all the way back to the Cyberpunk 2020 source material and all of these events and all of those things, but those don't mean anything unless they connect with characters. And so when we come up with a character, we start with their function. What is this person? What do they do in the story? But we don't stop there. We go back and we figure out, what was their childhood like? What was their upbringing like? what kind of obstacles did they face in this harsh reality, and did they overcome them, and how did they overcome them, or did they not overcome them, and why? And you can see all of those things in their environment, in their dialogues, in sort of how they operate in the world. And we come up with that for all of our characters. Now you look at someone like Victor Vector, and you're gonna see stories about his past in his environment and in his dialogue. You know, we come up with that stuff even if we don't use it in the game, because it helps inform us as to who these characters are.
And for me, I would not be myself if I would not say that I'm the most excited about our quests. Like with our Witcher 3 team, with Patrick and like everybody that has stayed with us since the Witcher 3 time, we really have grown so much. We have learned so much, and we have used all that experience to put them into the quest that we have made. And you will not find really a filler in this game. Like everything has a meaning. Like we put so much effort into making sure that everything is rewarding, is interesting, is talking about characters, as Patrick said, is talking about worlds, is talking about emotions, like touching the player in a really, like a real way. And I just can't wait to find out what you think.
Pavel, I know you mentioned story and quests and writing quests, and when I was last in the studio, I had a look and I saw a notebook on your desk, and I would love for you to show everybody this notebook.
Okay, Holly, I mean, you asked for it. So this is my notebook. It says Salsa Quest Designer. The reason is because I dance salsa, and I'm a quest designer, so you know. So I started this notebook actually when we were really starting Cyberpunk. At the very beginning, I wrote like a first note, and it says pretty much something along the lines of that we were starting with a prototype. And then, you know, I kept on basically noting things that we've been working on for like next years. I remember once when our concept artists actually approached me, and they said that they want to take a look on my notebook. I was like, what for actually? And they took some pictures, and they told me, yeah, well, you know, because we are looking for a reference material for notes of a psychopathic killer. so yeah, well, you may find maybe some of my notes in the game.
Pavel and Patrick, thank you so much for joining me. I'm pretty lucky because I have read some of the stories that you and the team have written for Braindance, and I'm pretty excited for people to discover them. But before we do finish today's episode, there is just one more thing we'd like to talk about. Earlier in this episode, I mentioned that media have been getting hands-on with the opening of Cyberpunk 2077, and they should be posting their impressions right about now. And if you missed anything from today's episode, don't worry, we'll be uploading everything to our channels very soon. And finally, on behalf of everybody at CD Projekt Red, we just want to say thank you so much for joining us for this, the very first episode of Night City Wire. But don't worry, we'll be back with episode 2 in just a few weeks. So, we shall see you soon.
Oh my goodness. Okay, it's a commercial. I was about to say, she was like, don't stop, get it. Anyway. Man, I was expecting more gameplay. We hardly got any of it. It was a cool showing. They showed the anime, which I didn't really think they needed to show. Like, they should have, what they really should have done, they should have just shown, like, just put that, like, after the show or something. Like, they should have dove deeper into the actual, game itself. This is in 4K. I wish, it was, a way I can, I could have, but I don't have it in 4K. But anyway, yeah, this was like this was the best part of the stream for me. And then they showed a little bit of the Badlands. They actually like showed it off. They didn't like go too far in depth. And I don't know. I wasn't really amazed, you know. from the presentation, but I appreciated it. You know, it was. I think maybe it suffered from hype. Maybe. It wasn't a bad presentation. Like that, I appreciated they showed the be quiet boy. Showed off the Badlands and you know, and now I see what this game actually is now though. This game is nothing. It's a heist. It's a heist game. It's Grand Theft Auto 5 almost, which is crazy. Cause you can tell this is like a Grand Theft Auto 5 on PS5 or Xbox Series X. You know, this is what this is really, and it's crazy. It's like what Grand Theft Auto 5 would have been if it was on crack, like cocaine or something. Like this is pretty cool. I like it. I have no doubt this game is gonna be good. Just the showing today, it just didn't hit the right notes for me, and I just wished it would have I don't know, show more gameplay. I think the anime they showed wasn't really necessary. I don't really think it was necessary. It might have been necessary, you know, maybe another showing, but not the first one. Maybe the middle one, because like the next one, people probably not really gonna care about it, you know. So that's my take on it. I don't know how you guys really feel about it. I mean, and I'm glad they had this in 4K. This actually looks pretty good. I think you guys should go look at it. Maybe I can post a link and, well, whenever you get a chance, go look at it. Go look at the video. And if you have a 4K monitor, I have one, and it looks freaking amazing. And I think the game's gonna look great. I think it's gonna be a great game. You can still look at the trailers and tell. Well, the little gameplay they did show, it looked kind of buggy still, so you can actually tell like the in-game footage they showed. So not from the trailer. It was something they showed during the event that looks kind of buggy. But I got a lot of videos I can make from this. I'm gonna make some videos about this. So yeah, I don't know. I didn't care for this that much.
Goes without saying, we do this on the hush.
It could have been
Ideally, no bodies, not a one.
But I don't know. I don't think there's much else for me to say.
Is it gonna be dangerous?
Don't you worry, mi amor.
That's just my take on it. I'm just one guy.
What the fuck just
I know.
happened in there?
You ain't gotta listen to me.
Happy now, Jackie?
Yeah. I didn't get any sleep last night because I was waiting for this. That's pretty cool that the thing was shooting at you like this. Like that. That's pretty cool. Look at that. It's like you can see the flying mechanics is amazing. Look at this. Look at it. You see that? It started. It swivels like in Grand Theft Auto. You can like press L1 and R1 or L left bumper, right bumper to turn the tail of the helicopter. This is what this is. This is Grand Theft Auto 5. If you don't believe me, go play Grand Theft Auto 5. This is what this is. Grand Theft Auto 5 on freaking cocaine, all the drugs in the future. This is what that is. And it looks really good. Don't quote me on that. Don't put that everywhere. Last person who said something like that was he did not appreciate it. Skyrim with guns. But yeah, this looks good.
Like any other.
One thing this will have an advantage over Grand Theft Auto 5 is when they eventually add the multiplayer. Like Grand Theft Auto 5 is a great game, but if you can add multiplayer to the single player, oh hell yeah! I don't know if they're gonna do it like that. They might just do multiplayer for damn. So
you can make heaps more eddies.
I got a question.
Yo, Mr. V.
Hold up, go back.
So what? You can make heaps more eddies as a motivational speaker.
Here it goes, right here.
Unless you catch a bull.
So You remember this scene from the 48-minute trailer? So you either have the option to let him go put the thing in, or you could shoot him. You've always had the option, but we've never seen the option to shoot him, man. He freaking took it.
Do damn near anything.
Look at this.
Unless you catch him.
He walks up. Ah, snap. That's crazy. And your character just shoots him. Watch this. Boom! Blood everywhere. The guy in the back right here, he looks like, oh shit, what the fuck? And this guy right here is like, oh, you even fucked up now. I wonder why they didn't start shooting. They should have started shooting. They should have killed all of us. But you know these people. It's crazy. Okay. Well, this was a nice trailer. I wish they talked about the police. I wish they would have like free roamed or something. Like they didn't do anything. They're disappointing a lot, but
How about we go over the plan?
I feel like
a biochip to be precise. Jobs to grab it.
Guessing it belongs to a court.
I mean, they got more showings. I guess your first showing is supposed to be strong. Like nobody should have any doubts about this game. And I don't have a doubt about the game. I just wish the showing was stronger. I guess somebody like me, I'm already like my YouTube channel is based around this, so I'm freaking gonna freaking do something, you know, for I'm gonna buy this game, but somebody like somebody who isn't really into games like this, you know, this isn't gonna make them excited. I wonder if it's trending on Twitter. If it's trending on Twitter, then you know they didn't you know. Yep, it is. It's trending on Twitter with Night City Wire and.
And you, who are you?
Anybody's tweeting about it though. Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah. And then I think the brain dance part was pretty cool. Like you're basically like a detective, like Batman. So yeah. I'm gonna dig into that and look into that more today. Probably gonna put a video out later on today, maybe tomorrow. I don't really know, so be looking forward to that. But network, I think it's time for me to go. This time, until next time, as always, network. Follow me on Twitter. But as always, you rule.